Hello and welcome to the third episode of In the Kitchen with a Single Dad. I'm the Single Dad. I'm your host, Nate Mercer. Tonight I've got Con Man in the kitchen with me. And for this episode, I really wanted to focus on the realness of being a single dad. It's not all steaks and shrimp every night. It's not lobster tails. Those are special occasions and when you're trying to have that date over when you don't want to be a single dad anymore. Tonight is more about, it's Wednesday night. You've got $40 left in your wallet. You don't get paid until Friday. You've got to feed your family 2 more dinners plus breakfast and lunch. And so we're going to focus on feeding your family affordably. I'm going to feed you and your family tonight on $5.50. So let's get right into it. Okay, so first thing we want to do is get our protein going. It won't take long. They're just some thin pork chops, which these were $3.19 a pound. I bought 1 pound, so just think that's your main money spent is your meat. So we got $3.19 invested in the protein. So we're just gonna go ahead and season it up. Some kosher salt, some cracked black pepper, and then you guys can use whatever seasonings you have in your cabinet. I had some like barbecue rub. It's gonna give it a little sweetness, a little mesquite kind of flavor. I'm gonna throw that on one side, and then the other side we'll do just salt and pepper again. Connor, what you think about this?
Good.
What you got in your hands?
That's where it got my name on it.
It sure does. He's got your name. What's it say?
It says C-O-N-N-O-R, Connor Mercer.
That's right. That's Connor Mercer. Okay, so now we've got our pork seasoned. We're gonna get our pan hot. We're gonna cut that on and wait for it to get hot. We've got our pan hot, so what we're gonna go ahead and do is add a little bit of olive oil to it. All right, so we added a little oil because we don't want our pork to stick to the grill pan. So what we're gonna do is just start throwing these pork chops down. Because I have so many, we're gonna try to fit as many as we can in it the first round. So here we go. Got a little sizzle. What do you want to tell everybody while I'm cooking this pork?
I love Casey and I have a pumpkin watch.
He's got a pumpkin watch, y'all.
And I love Casey.
And that's sweet. I'm sure Casey's gonna appreciate
And
that.
I love Daddy and Sissy.
He is just in a lovey-dovey mood. You're gonna love this pork and ramen too, buddy. I can tell you that much right now.
Yeah, I like noodles.
Okay, so now we've got the pork going. We're gonna let that grill, and then we're gonna turn them all 45 degrees so we can put little nice diamonds on them from the grill pan. All right, guys, so once we flip the pork chops over, we got them seared on one side. We're gonna go ahead and glaze them up with a little barbecue sauce. Single dads, I know we all have the condiment drawer of all the leftover McDonald's barbecue sauce, the Chick-fil-A sauce, the whatever you got from the drive-thru. If you don't have some barbecue sauce like sitting in your fridge, use some of those old condiments just to put some on your pork. We're gonna go ahead and glaze all of these up and dab on these pork chops like this. And also like this. And then we're gonna just go ahead and toss the whole pan straight into a preheated 350 degree oven. Boom! Okay, this is the part of the meal where I feel like most of y'all are familiar with how to cook some ramen. But in case you don't know, or in case your method's different than mine, I'm gonna show you how I do it. So I just like to go ahead and quarter each pack. And for tonight's dinner, I'm just gonna do 4 packs because there's 3 of us. And that should suffice. And it also only costs us 80 cents to do it that way because we're trying to keep our meal, at $5.50. So we'll go ahead and get your water boiling. Throw your quartered packs of ramen in there by saving the flavor packet. We will use those later. All right, and there's the last one. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and bring that up to boil for about 3.5, 4 minutes. And then we'll strain it off and add our flavor packs. Okay, so guys, we've got the ramen going. We've already got our water boiling for the broccoli. We're gonna go ahead and throw 1 pound, which is half the bag, of the broccoli florets into the water. And the fun part about cooking broccoli with your kids in the kitchen is once you get it in the water, that's when you cue the dance party. That's when it's time to get turned up. That's when it's time to put on some broccoli.
No, telling.
Hey, hey, hey.
Beyond.
Colin, show them that dance move.
I'm beyond.
Hit that move, Colin.
Oh, that's
I do what Daddy did every
Hey, little
day.
mama, would you like to be my sunshine? We're young, from the 6th bowl.
in the middle of the party. Get off me. In the cut, I'm rolling up my block. Yeah, I know your baby mama fond of me.
All right, guys. 3.5, 4 minutes. We've already cooked our ramen down. Once it gets soft, that's all we really need. So we're gonna go ahead and strain it off. Dump it into a colander. And we want to get all the water off. A lot of people reserve some of their water in ramen. I don't play that soupy ramen. I do it for the noodle. All right, throw it back in. Here's the key. What I think's good and what the kids love. We're gonna go ahead and add some butter. So we're gonna add, I'd say, a tablespoon of butter. Boom! Throw it off in there. And we're gonna just melt that in. Who doesn't love butter on noodles, right? Okay, so we reserved our packs of flavor. I used 4 packages, but let's only use 3 of the seasonings because it's a lot of sodium and this is enough to flavor all of it. So we'll just stir that in. Man, that smells like college to me right there. Okay guys, those pork chops, they were very thin, so once we seared both sides and threw them in the oven, it's only maybe 4 minutes before they're completely done at 350 degrees. So we're gonna go ahead and pop those out of the oven right now. Look at those, nice and glazed up, smelling amazing. And so for our presentation purpose, I'm gonna be repetitive with this, with the swoosh, and put a dollop down on your plate, and then run your spoon through it, like that. Boom. We're gonna go ahead and mound it up right here in the corner of our plate. We could be generous because we cooked off 4 packs, you know. Here comes the part that's controversial to some parents. The part about feeding vegetables to your children, because some kids, you guys haven't instilled in them that they need to eat their vegetables, or you tried that fight with them and you've let them win. Listen, when they tell you, I don't want to eat broccoli, you say, listen, you're gonna eat it, because our jobs as parents is to make sure our kids don't turn into entitled little annoying buttholes. And we want to make sure that we raise them to be healthy adults who can make decisions on their own and can also feed themselves. Nobody likes that annoying person that's so picky about food. Plus they need the nutrition they're going to get from that broccoli. Rant over. Let's go ahead and pile up 2 of these pork chops right there on the top. Those nice grilled pork chops. And then boom. There you have it. This is seriously ramen noodles, y'all. This is something that most people would never want to serve this way, but this looks like it could be served in a restaurant, but it wasn't. You've learned how to make this right here in the kitchen with a single dad. Thank you for joining us tonight for the Balling on a Budget episode, and this is the best part of the night where you get to sit down with your family and feed them on $5.50. Connor, where are we at right now?
In the kitchen with single dad.
And Madison, what do they need to do for us?
Like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And as always, until next time, we'll see you later.
Boom!
Boom!
Boom.